Welcome to Physics 1305. My name is Mrs. Hughes and I'm going to be your instructor. I hope everybody is safe and well during this really strange time of COVID-19. I traditionally have taught face-to-face classes until a few weeks ago or a couple of months ago when everything seemed to have to go online. Hopefully, I've got this class well organized and you won't have any trouble understanding or meeting my expectations. If you found this video, you've already logged into Blackboard and you know where I said to start here. There's some really important things there besides this video. One is going to be this calendar. The calendar has all of your due dates, and due dates are really important. All of our homework will be done through a program called Mastering Physics. When you log into Mastering Physics the first time, if you do not have a Pearson account, you will need to create a Pearson account. Okay? Then you will be able to set up the actual Mastering Physics. It can be done one of two ways. You can purchase an access code through the bookstore. The access codes at the bookstore will probably also come with an electronic text, an e-text of the book. That may be the only text you need if you are comfortable reading an e-text, okay? If you prefer, you can just purchase the access code directly online from Pearson. When you log into Mastering Physics for the first time, it will either ask you for an access code or it will say, do you want to purchase instant access? Okay. You can certainly purchase instant access. You will also have the opportunity to have, I believe, a 7-day free trial before you actually have to purchase the program. You do need to purchase the program, though, very quickly. Summer school is only about 5.5 weeks. Okay. I did not make any assignments due the first week of school, so we're beginning on May 26th, but I don't have anything actually due until June 1st. But you'll notice that June 1st, June 2nd, and June 3rd each have 2 assignments due. In my mind, the first 3 assignments really should be completed May 27th, May 28th, May 29th. You need to get busy right away. After that, there will never be a case where there's 2 chapters due on the same day. So, you'll want to get this calendar off of the Start Here page. The other really important information is found on the course syllabus, and I want to go over a lot of the information on the course syllabus with you. First of all, meeting times. I know that this is an online course, and we won't be meeting like a traditional class. You do not have to be here every Monday, Wednesday at 10 a.m. or every Tuesday, Thursday at 11:25. However, I do want to meet with you once a week. I've set up 3 different time choices. Hopefully one of those is good for everybody. Choice number 1 is going to be Mondays at 10 a.m. But of course this week we didn't meet on Monday. So this week only, I'm going to have a meeting at Thursday at 10 a.m. The second option is going to be on Tuesdays, and I made that an evening. So that's Tuesdays at 7 p.m. And the third option is going to be on Wednesdays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I understand that some of you have schedules that may change. You may come to the meeting the one week on Tuesday, and the next week on Wednesday, and the next week on Monday. You do not have to come the same time each week. I will be using these meetings to take attendance, and you are expected to have a weekly attendance. So be sure that once a week you are logging into one of our Collaborate meetings. To log into a Collaborate meeting, just look on Blackboard, look on that left-hand panel, and you'll see the word Collaborate. If you click on that, it's pretty easy. You do not have to have a camera and a microphone. You will have texting capability to chat with me. If you have a camera and a microphone, you're perfectly welcome to log in, and then we can all see each other, and that might actually be kind of nice. So be sure to schedule in one Collaborate meeting each week. Contact information. I know students have lots and lots of questions. You can email me at my college email, that's khughes@angelina.edu, or you can ask lots of questions during our Collaborate meetings. Please don't use messages in Blackboard. Sometimes I don't know I have messages in Blackboard for weeks. It's just not the best means of communication. So please email me, and please check your college email frequently. I know that some of you check college email regularly, but some of you have not. I've already sent information about the course and the textbook out, but then I've received several emails, people asking about the course and the textbooks. That tells me they probably haven't read their college email. So please check that regularly. All right, we do have a textbook besides a homework program. Our textbook is Conceptual Physics by Paul Hewitt. It's the 12th edition. This is the first semester that Angelina College has used this textbook. I do not know if you can purchase a used copy from the bookstore or not. I would recommend, if you're purchasing it yourself, that you try to find a place that will rent it or sell you a used copy. However, if you are receiving financial aid for books and materials, you'll have to purchase it from the bookstore. They should have an access code that comes with an e-text, but I believe they will also have some copies of the book itself. Please let me know if you have any trouble finding it, but it should be readily available. Okay, we've already talked about the other thing that you will need, and that is a modified Mastering Physics account. Please don't try to purchase that through Amazon or through a third party, because you may purchase the wrong access code. There's lots of them out there. I recommend that you either buy directly from the Angelina College bookstore, or even, probably preferable, purchase it, use a credit card or a debit card, and buy it online directly from Pearson after you have logged into Blackboard, logged into Mastering Physics for this course. And that way you will be sure, if you are logged into Mastering Physics for this course, that you will get the right access code. Okay. This course is a physics course, and physics inevitably requires at least some amount of math. Now, this is, as the book says, conceptual physics. We're going to focus more on the ideas of physics and less on the mathematics of physics. I fully realize that most of you are taking this class as a prerequisite to some program you want to participate in. A lot of you are sonography majors, but some of you might be electricians or welders. We are not going to do high-level math. However, we are going to do some basic math at times. So I would recommend that you have some type of basic calculator. This happens to be a TI-36. That's probably a little more than you need. A TI-30, there's quite a few different TI-30 calculators, would probably do whatever you wanted. If you're already taking an algebra class, or you plan to take an algebra class, college algebra, then you may want a graphing calculator like a TI-84. That's a way more calculator than what we're going to need in this class. But if you already own one, it'll do the job. Okay, everybody always likes to know, how do they earn their grades? This is all laid out in the syllabus, but I'll kind of go over it quickly. Homework which is done through Mastering Physics, is 15%. Homework doesn't sound like a lot of your grade, but you're not going to be successful on tests if you skip the homework. you're not going to get the grades you want. I mean, 15% of your grade would turn an 85 into a 70 or an 80 into a 65. Okay. So be sure that you're keeping up. If you fall behind or you don't completely finish one of your homework assignments, don't panic, because the program will allow you to finish it. There will be a penalty, though, for every question that you do late. So I highly recommend that you get it done on time. You'll have a communication project. This is only 5% of your grade. You'll be asked to write a short paper, not a long, lengthy research paper, a short paper or essay about a scientist or an experiment and turn in. And that's simply to show that you understand how to communicate about scientific ideas. You'll be assigned a teamwork project. That's going to be another 5% of your grade. You'll be put in groups. I'll choose the groups, and you guys will collaborate to help create some reviews over the first 3 units for use on the final exam. We're going to share those as my plan to help everybody have stuff to study. Okay. So that's 25% of your grade. The other 75% of your grade is going to come from tests. There will be 3 major tests. Those are 20% each. So that's a total of 60%. And then, of course, there's going to be the final exam. And the final exam is the last 15% of your grade. Seems like the final exam is not worth that much, but it can be used to replace your lowest test grade. So if you bomb the Unit 2 test, this exam grade can replace it. Well, if it replaces one of these tests, all of a sudden the final exam is worth 35% of your grade. So your final has a huge impact. The breakdown in grades is very traditional. 90 or better is an A, 80 or better is a B, 70 is a C, 60 or better is a D, and anything below 60 is failing. I have a little discretion on deciding, hey, the way these tests fell out, I think I'm going to let 88 or better be an A, but you cannot count on that. For now, you should assume that the grade you see is a grade you are going to get. Okay. Most of the extra help simply comes by allowing you to take this final exam and replace one of these unit tests. We've already talked about attendance, so make sure that you're checking in 1 meeting each week. We've already talked about the Mastering Physics. Make sure that you are doing that and that you're following the calendar. There's a calendar in the Mastering Physics program as well. All of the homework will be available for a week before it is due. It'll open up a week. The exception is the first 2 assignments, because we're starting on a Tuesday and the first 2 assignments are due on a Monday. They'll only be open for 6 days, but those are the 2 shortest and easiest assignments. Late work, homework that's late, each problem is penalized 30% per day, but that's for an individual question. So if that individual question was worth 10 points and you're 1 day late, it's only going to be 7 points. But that's not terrible. Even if you're 2 days late, you can still get 4 points for that question. 3 days late, you can still get 1 point. So it's worth finishing up your homework, even if you don't get quite full credit. Remember, any homework done before the due date will receive full credit. Tests, you're going to have a 48-hour window. So if I look at test 1 and it's due by midnight on June 4th, I know that that's going to open up June 3rd 12 a.m. First thing in the morning on June 3rd, that will open it. So every place that you see a due date, that test is going to open up 48 hours before it's due. You'll be getting more information about the communication projects and the teamwork projects. Communication is going to be done during Unit 2. Teamwork is going to be done during Unit 3. When we get to the final exam, it is cumulative. It will cover everything. However, approximately half of the final exam will be Unit 4. So about half will be Unit 4, and the other half will be questions pulled from Units 1 through 3. I think that's everything on the syllabus. If you have questions about anything, do not hesitate to email. It's the best way to reach me. If you email me Monday through Friday, I pretty much guarantee you'll hear from me within 24 hours. If you email me on Saturday or Sunday, it may be Monday morning before you hear from me. So just keep that in mind. If you don't hear from me and it's the weekend, I may get back with you, but it could be Monday morning. All right. I think that's everything I wanted to say, just other than welcome. I'm excited you're here. I'm sorry that I won't get to meet you face to face. This was originally going to be a face-to-face class this summer, but I hope everyone's really successful, and I hope that if you need help, you will ask for help. If you work really hard, don't get behind, you have to do your part, then I think I can help you be successful in elementary physics. And that's it.